The woman asked the Buddha whether the sexual act of marriage was lewd. The Buddha's answer gave everyone present an epiphany. In the Buddhist scriptures, there are many recorded beginnings of affairs between men and women. From the Sutra of Good Life to the Sutra of Nurturing Industry, then to the Magic Knot. All revealed Buddha's desire for the world, the profound insight into the practice of birth. However, the most intriguing, but the Buddha, the subtle difference between sexual and sexual immorality. In the eyes of the world, all things male and female are to be desired. There is no escape from the danger of fornication. But the Buddha pointed out in compassionate wisdom, prostitution is not in the world. Evil is not in the heart. The world is nothing but an illusion, a water moon. If you look at it with mindfulness, you can get purity in dying if you hold on to it with an evil heart. Scale can also be formed in the mirror. The Buddha listed adultery as one of the 5 realms. It is also preventing others from breaking the precepts and creating industries that hurt themselves and others. And for the journey of love between husband and wife, the Buddha did not deny them all. On the contrary, if done in moderation, clear mind, the path of husband and wife can also be the fate of various paths. This view of the original law and the original law, it is the rarest middle wisdom in Buddhism. And this wisdom, it is also recorded in the art of national defense, in the koan for the loner. It's a fantastic example. On that day, the Buddha made a statement in the Jinsh. Many laymen and monks gathered in the temple, devout listening. Suddenly, there was a man who was beautifully dressed, a dignified young woman. He was walking in front of everyone. His name is Lotus. Born in a famous family, beautiful appearance, smart since childhood, well educated. After marriage, marry Wang Fu's husband. Generous and courteous, wearing free food and clothing. It stands to reason that there should be no regrets. However, his heart, but it is entangled in an invisible trouble all year round. He knelt quietly in front of the Buddha. Close your hands. Soft voice, but with obvious struggle. Master, I have been practicing Buddhism for a long time. Long-term quietness. Li Ju died. But every time I travel, the way of husband deep and memories wife emerge in my heart. Like falling into the sea. I can't extricate myself. I don't know if what I'm walking is evil or good. Has it violated the Buddhist realm? I reflect every day, but don't understand. Inner pain? May the Master begin. He said so far. There are tears in my eyes. As soon as this statement comes out, many people present reveal the expression of the statement, especially those who practice at home. Men and women have many and have had similar doubts. Just dare not say it. Ask Enli and who a color ribbon today. And it hit them hard. The Buddha looked at this woman who was sincere in Shin Dharma. Solemn look. Soft but firm and good. Good, can you ask this question? As a wonder of documents. Cultivator. If there is no disaster, there is no hope. Endless without seeking. Your doubts today. Not only himself. There are so many homeschoolers. It's a great virtue. The crowd heard. All in all. Buddha's slow path and Nong Sin. Cipher asceticism and Nong national heart. Path of practice. No longer cut off all earthly. It's about being with the world. Meeting Ranjong. If you want to cut off the edge of time Escape into emptiness. Invariant foundation. Just want a clean form. Instead, I took off straight. Partial lotus color for a moment. As if realizing something. But it's like seeing flowers in the fog. Not yet understood. The Buddha went on to talk about naming his family, Liu. It is because of its ambition to achieve liberation, so break all marriages. And at home monastic. You don't have to shut up. It's about being close to the world. Walk the right path in life. The Buddha said that Buddhism is in the world. Inseparable from the world. I think this is true. In order to make it easier for Lian Hua and others to understand the meaning of the Buddha told a story about a marriage. Once upon a time, there was a lay couple. Like-minded. Long total practice. However, the wife has the same heart. May you panicked after the marriage. You break your precepts. The husband comforted the Niwu party as a couple. There is a correct name. How can you be adulterous? But the wife's heart is in trouble all day long. The minister wants the two to accompany. One of the fathers got the monk to sit down and ask for advice. The monk sat and smiled. Hear it without a word. After a while, the dialect will be quiet. It's meditation. That's adultery. Prostitution is not good. While thinking of your husband and wife. Treat each other with respect. Avoidance of greed. No coercion. But go with the flow. What measures are there? Buddha said so. Slowly raise your eyes to look at the lotus color. If the matter of husband and wife, born in love, stop at propriety, no greed. Respect each other, not for lust, and for the fulfillment of responsibility and affection. This is not only innocent, where compassion and humiliation can be cultivated. This is the right thing to do. Lotus eyes shine. As if suddenly understanding the fire of the past. The Buddha went on to say that the Royal Sutra of Women says, husband and wife respect each other, as Suntek. People at home, if you can practice ninjas in your family, cultivating compassion in marriage, cultivate at the end of desire, but not in life. Practice everywhere. Nai Anyu Bodhi. He raised another jade. For example, diet is supposed to nourish. If gluttony becomes disease, be victimized by it. If you know moderation, the same goes for strengthening couples. If you are addicted to it, disorientation, they are trapped by greed. If you look at it with mindfulness, go in moderation, can be reconciled. Promotion of good law. After Leon Washer listened, salute deeply, tears streaming down my face. Master, I understand. It turns out that it is not on the table of behavior and in the mind. Practice is not a departure from life. It's practice in life. Buddha's compassionate smile. If you forget the heart shape, the way of husband and wife, although husband and wife, also adultery. If you use mindfulness to perform the best work, it can also clean up pollution. The laws of the world are neither good nor bad. It all depends on how sentient beings are. Can you understand this gift? Open your eyes. In the future, it is time to hold political opinions, no matter what. Reflect often. Then Buddhism is naturally integrated into life. Leon Weiser clasped his hands again. Look famous. He came home. Be more gentle and considerate towards your husband, and no longer fear and blame. It's a spiritual way of thinking about family responsibilities. his temperance and pure hands. Transforming a family into an ashram during the day. Let the husband enter the mansion. Neighborhood admiration. Years later, he was even more renowned. One of the most virtuous trends in social city. A model for everyone. This koan was widely circulated. It is still often spoken of by future generations. He told us about the gate of practice. Never in the mountains and valleys. And between daily necessities, you don't cut off the world. It is Chen Maozhong who keeps his heart. Buddhism teaches not to escape from life. It's about correcting the mindset in your life. Growth intelligence. As the magic crystal said, do not leave the desire to obtain the Tao. Practice without leaving home. If you can make a journey in the world. Cultivate compassion in love. Reduce the truth in the tedious. Fang is the path of Dacheng Bodhisattva. Historical. True practice. Not to cut off desire. In evolution, the mind is not reclusive. And in the undied. If the relationship between husband and wife can be reasonable and reasonable. Do it well. Heart without greed. That's right. It's meditation. Buddhist teachings. Non-discriminatory. It is teaching people to be reincarnated as the Tao. See the world with mindfulness. With pure Britain and the sea. Cultivating compassion in love. Zheng Bodhi in action. Live up to life. I'm not a Buddha. The next thing to share is, why do you say every time you have sex? They are sharing experience and cause and effect with each other. Every stepfather blind date. It's not just about the body. It's a collision of souls. Exchange of experience. Dozido on the intercourse of Jonyun to people. Like a blend of water and milk, indistinguishable from each other. This seemingly simple intimacy. Behind, but it hides the deep warning of the Bodhisattva to all living beings. Have you ever considered? When you have sex with someone, more than just a fleeting pleasure. It's a long night of sharing. Why does good often say that you should be careful when choosing a mate? Those who change significant others frequently. Is it weaving a chapter? The king of the night who entangled himself in it. When you are in close contact with someone with deep karma, it will affect you in this life and even in the next. What's the impact? Julin Economic Society in the northern suburbs of Wange City. A young layman. He came to the Buddha with a worried expression. This layman's name is Shan Ming, quite prestigious in the city. But he was troubled by his family life. Master and disciple are puzzled about clothes. I'm here to ask. Shan Ming said after respectful luggage. Buddha's delusion. When he nodded, he continued. Shan Ming sighed. Disciple, things have not been going well in recent years. The wife at home is often sick. Grumpy. Business is getting worse. I don't know what caused it. I've always believed in the three treasures to solve the economy. I don't understand why this is the case. Buddha finished listening, looking calmly at the good people. Good man, have you ever considered your situation? Perhaps it is related to some of your past marriages. What marriage is Master referring to? The good people asked in confusion. The Buddha did not answer directly. He asked, do you remember someone you were intimate with 5 years ago? Shan Ming's face has become low and raised to 5 years ago. Before I married my current wife. I had a brief relationship with a dancer. The dancer has a beautiful personality. Greed. Then I saw through his true nature. I lost touch with him. Buddha slightly welded hand mountain man. Did you know that when do people have an intimate relationship? Not just physical contact. It is the fusion of energy fields. The disciples of the energy field were puzzled. Everyone has their own energy field, like an invisible halo surrounding the body. In this energy field contains what we have accumulated from the past tense. The Buddha explained at night. When do people have sex? This energy field will blend with each other. Each other's night. They will also influence each other to some extent. Good and thoughtful. The Blessed One is talking about my relationship with the dancer. Let our night be connected. Yes, Buddha nodded. In the grand system theory, the intercourse of two people is like the fusion of two waters, difficult to separate. It's not just about joining the body. It's karma. The dancer has done a lot of bad karma in the past tense, accumulated a lot of karma. When you have sex, part of his karma transferred into your energy field. Shanming's eyes widened in surprise. So I'm not having a good time right now. It's because he took on some of his karmic violence. The Buddha smiled and explained. Good man, this is not a simple transfer. It's about sharing. Like two lamps put together. The lights will shine on each other. The same is true of karma. Will affect each other. Your current wife should also marry you. Take on the part of you from that dancer. The karma there. That's why he's often sick and irritable. The good name suddenly realized. Master, so how can I get rid of these bad influences? The Buddha looked at the worried layman in front of him. Say in a gentle tone. Once the good manuli is formed, like ink on paper, difficult to completely eliminate. But through the channel boundary, I practice blessing and do good, can dilute its impact. The Buddha went on to tell a story. In the past tense, there is a couple practicing together. Husband used to be a business person. Deceived customers due to greed. Accumulated a lot of karma. The wife is a pious woman. Always do good deeds. When they became married, husband's night starts to affect wife. Make him often sick. But because the wife keeps doing good deeds, not only did they ease their own suffering, it also helped her husband stay negative for part of the night. After listening to the story, Shanming asked, Master, does this mean we should choose carefully with whom we combine? Buddha nodded. Good men are like that. It is said in the Sutra of the realm of Uposai, husband and wife get along, attractive force. Choose significant others. It's not just about appearance. Observe each other's behavior and behavior. A person who keeps the precepts and practices pure energy field will bring peace and tranquility to significant others. And a person who does bad karma, energy field turbidity, will cause significant discomfort and pain to others. The good name is thoughtful. Master, I understand. Then for those who are already married, how can we mitigate the effects of bad karma? The Buddha said kindly. Precept is the foundation. Meditation can purify the mind. Accumulate merit without losing ability. When you keep accumulating positive energy, you can slowly transform those bad karma. Guide significant others to practice together, co-evolving each other's energy fields. The good name asked the world-honored one again. How long will this sharing of karma last? And the Buddha spoke very eloquently. A good man depends on the depth of his marriage. Some short-lived relationships, Yuli's influence may only be a few years, and such a deep relationship between husband and wife, Yuli's sharing may last for many things. So the Buddha used to say, the significant other, as good medicine. Bad person, Buddha poison. Shanming face is golden. Asked cautiously. If so, Master, then have an intimate relationship. Wouldn't it be an extremely dangerous thing? How can we be sure of each other's karmic status? Who can guarantee you will not be affected by the other party's karma? The Buddha gave him a very deep look. Say, you touched on a crucial issue. Intimacy is not just about sharing. It is a blend of life energy. Have you ever considered? Why do some people accidentally come into close contact with each other? The entire trajectory of fate is changed. Why are some couples not related by blood? They look more and more alike. There's a great mystery behind this. The Buddha's gaze was profound and compassionate. He said slowly, good man, all beings in the world, karmic interweaving. Everything is inseparable from the law of cause and effect. Every intimacy. It's all a continuation of past marriages. It is also the seed of future results. When you have sex with someone, it opened up the channel of karma between the two parties virtually. Your good fortune, even bad luck, all may converge at this moment. Have you ever observed? Some people prosper after marriage, and some people fall from the peak. Even disease-ridden. Family discord. It's not just a change of fortune. It is the result of cause and effect. Frequent significant other changes, and it builds up causality. Form a karmic king who is hard to break free. Shanming Queen was shocked. Asked hurriedly, if the master is entangled in the night, how to be free? The Buddha smiled and said, leaf grains like seeds. Once planted, there must be time to grow. But the good man, when you become aware of the existence of leaf grains, there is an opportunity for change. Buddhism tells us, precept practice, confession, can be converted into leaf force. Make it lighter. First of all, you should stay on the right path. Stay away from adultery. Cherish the marriage of every relationship, rather than indulging in fleeting pleasures. Secondly, practice meditation. Purify body and mind. Make your energy field clear. Therefore, it is less susceptible to external karma. Again, do good deeds. helping others overcome their suffering, accumulate good karma, transform the causal entanglement of the past. Final confession. Begging forgiveness for those who have suffered because of themselves. May they be free from evil karma. Be at ease. The good name kowtows deeply. Suddenly realized. Master said, disciple, keep in mind, if you can practice it, can the disciple get rid of it completely? The shackles of the past nighttime calendar. Buddha looked at him, eyes full of compassion. Although the law of cause and effect for good men cannot be violated, but you planted good causes today, the future can reap good fruits. Human destiny is not static. Like dirty water, it can be seen that the sun and the moon are purified and clear. Banfu can also wash away karma through practice. Transform your life. Remember the significant others. Keep the commandments. It's not just about being responsible for yourself, it is also compassion for others. Good name in tears. No more doubts in my heart. He is deeply involved in every intimate relationship. It's not just the bonding of the body. It is the intersection of souls. The continuation of Yi Li. Since then, he treats every marriage with caution. I also try to guide the people around me to understand the cause and effect. Stay away from evil karma. The world longs for happiness. However, the foundation of happiness is not external. It is about inner purity and enlightenment. Every intercourse is the sowing of cause and effect. And every careful choice are responsible for the future. May all beings wake up. Cherish your own blessings. Conformist marriage. Welcome true peace and liberation with a pure heart.